ROCORI will go from right to left. It'll be Scott Handel to go up against Nate Aljo to open things up. Ben Inkster is playing somewhat ill. Scott Henches is playing on a bad ankle. Scott Handel is playing after being on antibiotics for about 48 hours, and Jim Krause has been suffering with illness, so neither of these teams well. Tech controls the opening cap. Henches across the line, bounces it on the left wing, caught by Inkster. Up on top it comes to Brown. He backs out on the dribble. Across the top of the key to Fish. He has Hemish on him in the man-to-man. On the right side, Inkster. He's matched up against Handel. Starting down the paint, spinning is Brown. 10-footer off the drive over Krause. Won't go. Rebound batted around, and Handel pulls it down. Leaves it in the backcourt for Sparby, and the Spartans have their possession. Sparby backing in on the dribble from up top. Goes to Krause on the left wing. It goes cross-court for Schreiner. Schreiner has Aljo on him. In the corner to Sparby. Henches pops out on him. Back to Schreiner. Schreiner starts it down the lane. In traffic. 12-footer by the left-hander won't go. Handel kept the rebound alive. Tapped it up and off. And the rebound is pulled down by the Tigers. Ahead it comes into the forecourt. Cross-court for Henches. Bounces it in the corner to Fish. Fish lobs it down low. Inkster move on the baseline. Can't get around Handel. Now he weaves in. Missed the shot. Tapped it up. No good. And Handel pulls down the rebound. Sparby back the other way. Scoreless ball game. We're about a minute and 10 seconds in. Krause up on top. Sparby, 23-footer. Won't go, and the rebound on the backside is pulled down by Fish. Gibbs Sparby with the long three that won't go, and Tech coming back the other way. Neither team able to dent the twine yet. In the lane it goes now to Inkster. Inkster with Hemish on him, and he tried to make a pass down low to Aljo. Nate didn't see it coming. It goes out of bounds, and the ball goes over to ROCORI on the turnover by Tech. Minute and a half in, a scoreless third-place game in the Granite City Classic between ROCORI and Tech. Emmett Keenan with you here on Oldies 94.9. Tried to feed it down low to Handel, and it was tipped away from behind, out of bounds by Nate Aljo. Sparby will trigger the inbound for ROCORI underneath their offensive basket. Can't get it to him, so he lobs it up high to Schreiner. Right side, Krause, 21-footer. That's short on the iron. Handel kept the rebound alive. Hemish pulled it down. Had the ball stripped away. It's loose on the floor, and now we're getting a tie-up, and the ball will stay with ROCORI on the alternate. They're going to rule that Hemish and, I believe, Inkster tied it up. Handel kept the rebound alive. Hemish then pulled it down, and then the ball was stripped away. And they finally tied it up, and ROCORI loses the arrow but keeps the basketball. Hemish in the corner, feeds down low, Schreiner, and he banks it in. Good look by Joe Hemish down low to Wayne Schreiner, and he has the first 2 points of the ball game. Wayne has really been playing well the last 3 or 4 ball games for the Spartans. Now some pressure in the backcourt by ROCORI. Looks like about a 3-quarter court press. Tech into the forecourt as they break it relatively easily. Brown up on top. Leaves it for Henches. Cross-court for Inkster on the left side. Back to Henches. Right side, Brown. Fakes to 3. One dribble. Cross-court pass picked off by Handel. He saved it on the sideline, but it comes right to Henches. Now to Brown. In the corner, Fish. 3 on the way. Long over everything, and the rebound is batted around to Krause. Krause pushes it into the forecourt on the dribble and leaves it for Sparby up top. Holds it high above his head. After he picked up the dribble, he goes cross-court for Hemish. Hemish still hasn't used his dribble. Now he starts it in. Gets it to Sparby down low in traffic. Had the ball stripped away from behind by Neil Fish. Nice defensive play by Fish, and Tech comes back the other way. Tigers still haven't scored. It's 2-0 ROCORI with 5:10 remaining in the first quarter. Now Brown down the lane on the drive. Put it up from about 12. It wouldn't go, but he was fouled by Krause. Jim Krause draws the first personal of the ball game, and Gordy Brown will go to the line. Brown is averaging 12 points a game in this tournament. He had 11 the first night, 13 last night, and he had 13 10 days ago when Tech played host to ROCORI. Of course, ROCORI won that ball game 66-55. Brown misses the first free throw. He'll get one more. That one was short off the rim, but it rolled in. First point of the ball game for the Tigers. Now a problem on the turnover, and the Spartans turn it over as they passed it in. Ball got away. They tried to track it down, but Sparby tipped it out of bounds. And the ball will go over to Tech on the turnover. Henches with the ball outside the arc on the right side against the 2-3 zone. Spartans come that way off the inbound. Right side for Inkster. Looks high post for Aljo. Can't get it to him. Brings it back up between the circles to Henches. Henches on the right side for Fish. In the corner it goes now for Inkster. Inkster with one dribble working on Sparby. Goes to the baseline. Bounce pass in the corner to Fish. He'll launch a 3. High arcing shot is an air ball, and then a foul on Inkster as he pushed off Sparby on the rebound. A lot lot of traffic underneath. Inkster is whistled for the personal, his first and the first in the half on Tech, and an inbound in the backcourt for ROCORI. Henches will pressure Sparby man-to-man as they come up the floor. Sparby ping-pongs across the line. Picked up the dribble, had it stripped by Henches, got it back, though, and dumps it to Hondo in the corner. Up on top for Hemish. Starts it down the lane. Running 10-footer is good. Joe Hemish is averaging 13 points a ball game. He had 17 against Tech 10 days ago. His first 2 tonight, and it's 4-1 ROCORI. Now they come across the line against that half-court or so zone pressure. Henches has it up on top for Tech. Goes on the right wing with it for Inkster. Back to Henches. They reverse it. Now back up to Henches. Right side, Inkster looks inside. Back to Henches. He'll launch a three from up top. Short off the iron. Rebound battled for. Fish got it. Shot is blocked down low by Schreiner. To Hondo. The Spartans come 2 on 1. Back to Kraus on the reverse layup. Won't go, and Tech will come back the other way. A wild set of passes, and the Tigers are back the other way. Now Brown for 3. That's off the back iron. Hemish feeds Hondo. Bang! Hondo with the slam on the front end of the break off the feed by Joe Hemish. 6-1 ROCORI. 2 points of the ball game for Hondo. Now in the backcourt with it is Inkster. To Henches, he crosses the line, goes in the corner to Fish. Fish, cross-court for Brown. Faked the 3, and then he traveled as he put it on the floor. Went to the artificial surface with the dribble, but he shuffled his feet before he did it, and the ball will go back to ROCORI on the turnover by Tech. 3:20 remaining first quarter. ROCORI on top 6-1. Sparby across the line on the dribble now. Adam Zook is going to check in for Tech, as will Joe Courier. Now the ball is stripped away from Jim Kraus by Neil Fish, so another turnover on ROCORI, and back the other way come the Tigers. Inkster leaves it up on top for Henches. Feeds it in the high post for Brown. In the lane, he dribbles out through to the right side. Back up on top for Henches. Now left side for Inkster. Looks inside, feeds Brown up top. Faked the 3, walked again as he put it on the floor. Another turnover on Gordy Brown for the traveling call. And he's going to sit down and take a rest, as will Neil Fish. Adam Zook, a 5'10" senior, will check into the ballgame. And also into the ballgame, Joe Courier, a 6'3" senior, who did a pretty good job on Nate Homestead last night defensively. And now Dan Hondo will check into the ballgame, a 6'1" ninth grader, freshman into the game for ROCORI, replacing Jim Kraus. Dan saw some limited varsity action this season. Of course, he's the younger brother of Scott Hondo. So they're on the floor together now. 12-52. Scott with the ball. Runner from 16. Missed everything but the backboard. Rebound batted around. In the corner, out of bounds. Last touch by Wayne Schreiner. The ball will go over to Tech as Schreiner tipped it out of bounds. Neither team shooting well on the outset. Tech is 0 for 9 from the field right now, and ROCORI 3 of 9, shooting just 33%. Tigers' only point, a free throw. Now Zook into the forecourt. On the left side, down low, it comes to Aljo, and a foul on the entry pass as Kip Sparby was bodying up on Joe Curry, and they call Sparby for the foul. That's the first on Kip, the second on ROCORI in the half, and an inbound now for Tech underneath the basket. Aljo gets it into Inkster. His shot hung on the rim, wouldn't go. Rebound is put up and off by Aljo, but he was fouled. Nice little play as Aljo just almost handed the ball in to Ben Inkster. His shot wouldn't drop, but then the rebound by Aljo, and he was fouled on the putback. So Aljo will be at the line to shoot 2. The foul is on Sparby. That's his second. And 3 now on ROCORI as Kip Sparby picks up a couple of fouls right away. Rebound rattled, the free throw rattled around and then went down. Aljo, who had 17 points in the first game, 11 last night in this tournament, misses the second free throw, so he's got a point in this one. 6-2, ROCORI on top by 4. Into the left corner to Dan. Low post feed Scott Hondo. Turnaround won't go, but he was fouled on the shot. He's off the back iron, and they're going to whistle Ben Inkster for the personal foul, saying he got the arm on the way up. That's Inkster's second, and the second team foul now on Tech. And Scott Hondo will be at the line to shoot 2. Scott's averaging 19 points. That's 10 days ago. He didn't play because of illness on Wednesday. He had 17 in the loss to Edina last night with, I believe it was 8 of those coming in the fourth quarter last night. Misses the first free throw, he'll get one more opportunity. Second one is good. He has 3 points in the ball game. 7-2, ROCORI on top by 5. down to 2:15 here in the first quarter. Both of these teams appear to be a little bit tight, maybe a little bit tired, as they play in the third-place game in this tournament. Henches between the circles now as Tom Lerdahl is going to check into the ballgame for Tech at the next whistle. Down to the baseline, Inkster, the runner from 5, goes. Ben Inkster's first 2 points of the ballgame, 7-4, ROCORI, and now pressure in the backcourt by Tech. Schreiner may have taken steps as he went into the forecourt, but no circles. Wing outside the arc, high post Handel, 16-footer, good. Scott Handel has 5. If he gets hot, of course, he can be about as dominant as anybody in this game. 9-4, ROCORI on top with a minute and a half to play in the first quarter. On the right wing with it now is Inkster against the zone. Spartans look to be in a 2-3. Up on top, Henches. Henches has Hemish out on him. They don't want him to pop the 3. Cross court it goes for Inkster. Inkster way out away from the basket. Back to Henches. Right corner for Zook. Back to Henches. Fakes the 3. Takes one dribble. Feeds high post for Inkster. Had a pass tipped away by Schreiner, but Inkster got it right back in the corner to Zook. Zook will launch a 17-footer. That's long over the top, and then a foul on the backside on the rebound on Nate Aljo as he's going to be called for pushing on Scott Handel. Tom Lerdahl, a 5'9" junior, checking in now, replacing Scott Henches. Foul does go against Aljo. That's his first, and 3.5 now on Tech. And ROCORI will inbound against some token pressure as Lerdahl will work Sparby all the way up the floor. Kip with a big size advantage there at 6'2", Lerdahl only 5'9". See if Kip takes him down low. Hemish on the left wing, outside the arc, cross court for Schreiner. Had the 3 there, didn't take it, leaves it for Sparby. Left side, Dan Handel, 17-footer, short off the iron. Scott Handel with the rebound in the lane, but I think he's going to be called for pushing off to get it. They're going to rule that he pushed off to get the rebound. That is his first. The 4.5 now on ROCORI. Bob Brink not happy with the call. And Steve Lateral is going to check in for Tech, and he will replace Adam Zook in the ballgame. Lateral is a 6'2" senior. So now 9 players into the game for Tech. ROCORI has had 6 on the floor. Inkster up on top. Tech with about 38 seconds left in the quarter. Let's see if they go for 1. Lerdahl, right side, Inkster. 9-4, ROCORI on top. Back to Lerdahl. Left side for Lateral. Lateral goes into the lane. Now they kick it out to Inkster. Inkster driving the paint, tried to dump it off. It was tipped away by Schreiner. Back come the 2 Handels, 2-on-2. Scott has the ball up on top. Now he'll wait for everybody to catch up. Feeds to Schreiner, now to Sparby. Left side pass for Hemish. ROCORI will go for 1 with 12 showing on the clock. On the left side, Scott Handel standing on the arc at the free throw line extended. Up on top to Sparby, down to 5 seconds. They've got to hurry now. Scott Handel drives to the baseline. 17-footer is good at the buzzer. Scott Handel closes out the first quarter, giving ROCORI an 11-4 lead, and we're back in 1 minute. Tech opens up with the ball here to start the second quarter, trailing ROCORI 11-4. In the right corner, Courier, his pass was tipped away by a leaping Wayne Schreiner, but it comes back to Inkster. Tech was just 1 of 13 from the field in the first quarter. Lerdahl, left side, 19-footer, short off the iron, rebound kept alive. Long rebound is tracked down finally by Hemish. He gets it over to Schreiner. The Spartans were 3-on-2, but they couldn't take advantage of it, and they leave it up on top for Sparby. Left side Hemish, down low Scott Handel, turn around from the baseline, won't go. Schreiner backside rebound, putback is up, no good. Handel's tip won't go. Got the rebound back, put it up and off. Schreiner with the rebound, puts it up in traffic, and he banked it off. Handel tried to keep it alive. Handel got it again, banked it up, no good, but he was fouled. At least 5 shots for the Spartans, and they kept coming down to the rebound and do the personal foul. Scott is the only Handel on the floor right now. Handel has sat down as Jim Krause is back in the ballgame. And now Weber will the first time, the 10th player to come into the ballgame for Tech. He's a 6-foot senior. And Handel will be at the line to shoot 2. Handel had 7 points in the first quarter as Joe Courier sits down. So it's Inkster, Aljo, Lateral, Lerdahl, and Weber on the floor as Handel hits the first free throw. They're out there. And the Spartans with their 5 starters, Schreiner, Hemish, Scott Handel, Krause, and Sparby. Handel with 8 in the ballgame, chance to make it 9, and he gives the Spartans a 9-point lead, and he does so. 13-4 with Corey on top, 7-5 in the first half. The third place game in the Granite City Classic here on Oldies 94.9. Up on top with it now against the zone is Inkster to Lerdahl. Back to Inkster. On the left wing for Lateral. Back to Inkster. Right side Lerdahl. In the corner for Weber. Weber on the dribble. Brings it back up on top. Now on the left side, they reverse it in the corner to Lerdahl. Lateral up on top. Right wing for Inkster. Left side Lerdahl. Fakes the 19-footer. Now the 15-footer off the dribble is good. He got Scott Hondel to come flying out at him. Dribbled past him and canned the 15-footer. Just the second field goal of the ball game. Now a turnover on the press. Ball is loose on the floor, and finally Inkster comes away with it, feeds Lerdahl in the lane. His shot is blocked by Schreiner, but they call a foul on Wayne. That is Schreiner's first, the 5th in the half now on ROCORI, and Lerdahl will be at the line to shoot 2. Unofficially, Tech 2 of 16 from the field. That's 12.5%. ROCORI not shooting tremendous in the ball game. They are 5 of 19, which is just a little bit over, just a little bit over 25%, but they did have that one flurry where they got a bunch of tips, about 5 shots, and none of them went. Lerdahl misses the first free throw. He'll get one more. Second one is good. So Tom Lerdahl leads Tech with 3 points, 13-7, ROCORI by 6. Pressure again by Tech in the backcourt. Kraus takes the inbound and leaves it for Sparby. He directs traffic from the backcourt, hits Henderson midcourt, and easily that time. Now back to Sparby. 3 on the way. That was long, and the rebound loose, and Sparby tracks it down. Oh, he tried to dump it in the corner, but he threw it way over the head of Scott Hondel. Hondel was breaking for the bucket, I think. And back the other way come the Tigers against a little bit of half-court pressure now by the Spartans. Lerdahl with it on the right wing, leaves it up on top for Inkster. Inkster operating as the point with Henches on the bench. Lerdahl back to Inkster. Across the key, it goes to Lateral. Now they go in the high post to Weber, back to Lateral. Lobs it down low, and it's picked off by Hondel. Hondel leads the break. Now he waits. He may have stepped into the forecourt and back. He only came in with 1 foot. He only goes. His runner won't go. Rebound kept around, out of bounds. Last by Scott Hondel. It will go to Tech. 5:32 remaining first half. Neither one of these teams has found their stride yet. Not even close to that, as a matter of fact. 13-7, ROCORI by 6. Lerdahl up on top, goes to Lateral on the left wing. Now to Lerdahl, right side Inkster. Feeds down low for Aljo. He couldn't handle the pass. It's out of bounds. A turnover on Tech. And now Joel Torborg is going to check in, the 5'10" junior. He'll replace Kip Sparby. Kip will take a rest. Torborg will operate as the point with Lerdahl on him in the backcourt. He comes across on the right side of the dribble. Picks it up on the wing. Needs some help. That's the rid of it. Side count. Lobs it up on top to Hemish. Left side Hondel. 3 on the way. Hondel running to the Schreiner battling for it on the floor. It's tied up, and it will go over to ROCORI on the alternate possession. Tech got the ball, of course, to start the second quarter after the one change of possession, and now this is ROCORI's basketball. Cody Brown back in now, but Tech will replace Inkster. Will sit down and take a rest. Kraus will inbound, gets it in the corner to Hemish. Hemish with the ball, brings it back up on top now to Torborg. Torborg dribbling between the circles. He'll set the offense from there. On the right side for Hemish. Into the corner it goes to Wayne Schreiner. Back up on top, Torborg. Left corner, Kraus. Takes the 3. Torborg. Right side, Hemish. He'll fire the 3, and it rims out. Schreiner tried to keep the rebound alive, but he batted it off the bottom of the rim, and Tech comes away with it. In the backcourt, Gordy Brown leaves it for Steve Lateral. Lateral across the line now on the dribble. Left side for Lerdahl. Back up to Lateral. On the right wing for Brown. Fake the 3, cross-court Lerdahl. Feeds down low, Aljo. In traffic on the baseline. Had it taken away from him from behind by Joel Torborg. He was stripped of it. He leaves it for Hemish in the backcourt. Joe gives it right back to Joel, and Torborg comes across the line with the right-handed ping pong. Crosses over to the left hand now. Hemish on the left wing. Down low, Hondel, and he was fouled as he tried to drive the baseline by Kelly Weber. That is Weber's first personal. And now the 4th in the half on Tech. And it will be Joe Courier checking back into the game now, and he's going to replace Nate Aljo for Tech. So Al Andriotti running 10 different players in and out of the ball game. So far, 7 Spartans have been in the game. Inbound in the corner to Hemish. Up on top now for Schreiner, and even 4 minutes remaining here in the first half. ROCORI on top 13-7. On the right wing for Kraus. Kraus, long three, short off the iron. Hemish, rebound, put back good. Joe Hemish found the seam, got the offensive board, and banked it in. Spartans on top 15-7. Hemish with 4 in the ballgame. Lerdahl in the backcourt against pressure now. Gets it ahead to Brown. He comes in on the dribble. On the right side, it goes for Courier in the corner. Now back to Brown on the right wing. Has Torborg on him. Starts it in. Left side for Lerdahl. Up on top, lateral. Lateral, one dribble. Feeds in the lane to Weber. Now back in the corner to Brown. Brown driving the baseline. 7-foot runner with the left hand. Won't go, but Weber pulled down the rebound. Kelly Weber with good hustle. Got the bound. Out to lateral. 3 on the way. That won't go. And the rebound is pulled down by Wayne Schreiner. Tech still with just 2 field goals in this ball game on 18 attempts. They're shooting about 11%. Hemish feeds in the lane for Schreiner. Schreiner had it taken away from him by Lerdahl. He comes out on the break and he lays it in. Tom Lerdahl has 5 points for Tech. 15-9. ROCORI on top by 6. Kraus crossing the line on the dribble with under 3 minutes to play in the half. Had it stripped away from him by Weber. Another turnover on ROCORI, their 7th of the half. Lerdahl stops in the backcourt, and he'll come across and set the offense for the Tigers. Lerdahl on the left side for lateral. Now feeds down low for Weber. Back to Lerdahl. In the corner for Brown. 19-footer is long off the iron. Rebound, Courier, put back, won't go, but he was fouled by Schreiner. Wayne Schreiner from behind. He knew it as soon as he did it. That's his second, 6th of the half on ROCORI. Joe Courier will be at the line to shoot 2. And at the line will be, Courier will be at the line to shoot 2. Kip Sparby's coming back into the ballgame. And also Kurt Lutkin is going to check into the game now. It looks like he's taking his pants off. Kurt, of course, sat out last year with the knee injury, and then he broke his foot right before the season started this year. Looks like he's going to check in for the Spartans. Courier missed the first free throw. He'll get one more. Second one rims in, and now Lutkin will come into the ballgame. Kurt Lutkin is a 6-foot, 7-inch senior. And he'll come into the ballgame replacing Wayne Schreiner. Boy, if he's able to play in this ballgame and play well, that'll be a big lift for the Spartans because they really are going to need him for some depth off the bench in the second half. Hemish will inbound against pressure after the made free throw. Gets it into Sparby. He's double-teamed in the backcourt. Lobs it ahead to Hemish, though, and they break the press into the forecourt. Has it up on top. Sparby leaves it for Torborg. Torborg on the dribble between the circles. Lobs it for Sparby on the left side. Back to Torborg. Torborg dribbling on the right side. Goes in the corner to Hemish. Lobs down low. Lutkin. His shot won't go, but he was fouled. Got it down low on the block, and he was fouled. And he'll be at the line to shoot true free throws when we return in 30 seconds here on Oldies 94.9. Foul on the play goes against Kelly Weber. That's his second. And 5 now in the half on Tech. First free throw by Lutkin is no good. He'll get one more opportunity. Second one is up and good. So Kurt Lutkin has his first point of the ball of the season, rather, for ROCORI, 16-10. Spartans lead it by 6. Now it's up on top. Lateral. Goes left side for Brown. Back to lateral. Right side Lerdahl as they work the perimeter of the zone. Lateral. Lobs it on the left wing for Brown. Thought we had gotten cut off. Yes. Did they get a shot? Huh? Johnny, call us back here. Their line. I think some janitor picked it up back in the office.
Hey, watch him! Watch him! What's the matter, Gordy?
It rang and I got a dial tone. No, it sounded like somebody might have picked it up before when we got cut off. Harvey, along with Wayne Schreiner and Scott Hondel on the floor. An inbound for the Tigers. On the left wing it goes to Brown. Now back to Henches. On the right side into the corner to Fish. Spartans in his zone. Fish cross-court pass caught by Brown in the corner. 3 over Hondo, won't go. Rebound though, and a putback good by Ben Inkster. Inkster crashing the boards, has 4 in the ballgame. 20-12, ROCORI by 8, and now full court pressure by Tech. Kraus, Sparby still in the backcourt. Ahead it comes to Kraus across the line. Up on top for Hemish. Right side Kraus. His three-pointer is good. Jim Kraus hits the first three-pointer of the ballgame for either club. First 3 points in the ballgame for Jim. 23-12, ROCORI with their biggest lead at 11. In the right corner, it goes to Fish. Fish drives the baseline. Shot over Hondo, won't go. Rebound batted around, and finally Sparby picks it up off the floor. Kip brings the Spartans back the other way. Dribbles across the arc, now in the corner to Hemish. His three-pointer, that won't go, but the long rebound is tracked down by Kraus. A reset now for the Spartans. On the left side, it goes for Hemish. In the corner for Hondel. 17-footer, short off the iron, and Inkster came down with the rebound. 2-on-1 ahead to Henches. Had his shot blocked from behind by Schreiner. It's out of bounds, and it's last touch by Wayne Schreiner. So the ball will stay with Tech. Good hustle by Schreiner to get back on that 2-on-1 situation. He was the second man in, and he made the good play there to keep Henches from the easy layup. Henches up on top against the zone, bounces it in the lane to Aljo, and he traveled. Lost his footing, wanted the foul call on Schreiner, but the traveling is called, and the ball will go back over to ROCORI on the turnover. Sparby up on top between the circles on the right wing for Kraus. Kraus bounces it up on top for Sparby.
Come on, you're pushing them all over.
Kraus has it outside the arc, goes left side for Hondel, outside the arc himself. Has Inkster on him, now right side Hemish, driving in, 10-footer on the run, is good, and he was fouled. Joe hung in the air, made the shot, drew the foul, and he'll have a shot at a three-point play. That's on Brown. That is his first and the first of the half on either team. look at your totals and subtract. Hamish will be at the line to try to complete the three-point play, and he does so. So he has 7 points in the ball game. 26-12, ROCORI with their biggest lead at 14. Henches across the line on the dribble against the 2-3 zone. On the right wing, back up on top to Henches. On the right side for Brown. Now left side Inkster. Outside the arc, fake the shot, drives to the baseline. He's double teamed there. Brings it back to Fish on the left wing. In low to Aljo, and he banked it in. Aljo got Schreiner off his feet and then went back up. Aljo with 3 points in the ball game, 26-14, ROCORI by 12. Schreiner across the line, in the corner to Kraus, 3 on the way, short up the iron. Hondo tapped it up and off. It wouldn't go down, and the rebound is pulled down by Fish. He lost it out of bounds, and the ball will stay with ROCORI. Man, Scott Hondo just skied above everybody, tapped it up. It hung on the rim and danced off, and then Fish couldn't control the rebound, so ROCORI maintains possession. Sparby has it up on top. On the right side for Kraus. Back to Sparby. Left corner for Hemish. Back to Sparby as they play the perimeter against the 2-3 zone. Sparby back to Kraus on the right wing. Dribbles to the key. Back to Sparby. 22-footer is good. Skip Sparby with the three-pointer. His first 3 of the ball game, and the Spartans have pulled out to a 15-point lead now at 29-14. Henches dribbles to the forecourt. Sparby tipped the pass away, but it's out of bounds, and it will stay with Tech. 5:08 remaining third quarter. Emmett Keenan with you here. The third place game in the Granite City Classic on Oldies 94.9. Next ROCORI action will be a week from tonight, Friday night, when they take on Albany. We'll have that for you at 7:15. Three-pointer by Henches on the other end is good. Henches took a return pass against the zone and canned a 3. His first 3 points of the ball game, 29-17, Spartans by 12. Sparby ahead to Hemish. On the left wing, it goes to Schreiner. In the corner, Hondo. 17-footer is good. Scott Hondo has 11 points. He answers back. 31-17, ROCORI on top. Now some pressure in the backcourt by ROCORI, but the Spartans back off, and Henches has it between the circles up on top. 2-3 zone, right side Inkster. Right corner, Fish. Lobs it to Brown on the left wing. They were looking for the 3, but the pass was too high. Henches up on top, now back to Brown. Brown will play the point now as they reverse to the left side to Inkster. Back to Brown. Dribbles it in. Feeds it low to Aljo. He got behind Schreiner. He missed the shot, but he was fouled. Schreiner may have been picked off on that play. I didn't see what happened underneath, but Aljo got down low on him, got behind him to the baseline, and then he was fouled from behind by Schreiner as he went to the glass. That is Schreiner's 3rd personal, the first of the hamp on ROCORI. Neil Fish will sit down now as Tom Lerdahl checks back in for Tech. And Kurt Lutkin's going to come into the game again for ROCORI. He'll replace Wayne Schreiner, I'm sure. Free throw by Aljo is good. He'll get one more opportunity. Aljo has 4 points in the ballgame, a chance to make it 5 as Wayne Schreiner will sit down. Kurt Lutkin, who again was out all last season with a knee problem, and then this season has been out to this point because of a broken foot. Missed free throw, rebound by Tech as they keep it alive. Brown back up on top to Lerdahl. To Brown, back in the corner to Inkster. Inkster to Lerdahl, left side Henches. In the corner it goes to Brown. Back to Henches up on top. Faces up for the 3, doesn't take it. Right side Lerdahl. Fakes the 3, back to Henches. High post to Inkster. He gets out of the lane in time and leaves it back up on top for Henches. Tech very patient here. They trail by 13. Henches, 3 on the way. Long off the back bracket, and the rebound comes down to Sparby. Sparby spinning on the dribble is being hawked by Brown in the backcourt, but now he drops off. Left side Hemish, 2-pointer as he stepped on the arc, won't go. Kraus got the rebound, shovels it to Lutkin. Shot is up and good, and he was fouled. Kurt Lutkin with his first goal of the season drew the personal on a great wraparound pass by Jim Kraus to feed him down low. And Kurt will be at the line to try to complete the 3-point play. Personal foul goes against Gordy Brown. That's his 2nd, both coming here in the 2nd half. Lutkin's free throw won't go. So Kurt has 3 points in the ballgame. Tech breaking back the other way. Lerdahl in the paint. Shot over Sparby won't go. And the rebound is pulled down by Lutkin. Got it off the bounce, off the floor, and kept it alive, and the Spartans will come back the other way. Sparby spinning on the dribble up on top. Has Henches hawking him. Scotty Henches playing with that bad ankle. Hasn't shown any signs of it in this ballgame. Low post feed to Hemish. Touch pass to Lutkin. 15-footer from the baseline won't go. And the rebound is pulled down by Inkster for the Tigers. Henches back the other way. Leaves it up on top now for Inkster. Right wing Henches. Looked for the three, didn't take it. Now left side Brown. He'll launch the tray. That's short, but the rebound is kept alive, and Brown takes over on the baseline. Shot from there won't go. He was blocked by Hondel and fouled by Hondel. That is Hondel's second. The second and a half on ROCORI, and Gordy Brown will be at the line to shoot two. 33-18, ROCORI on top by 15, with 2:53 remaining here in the third quarter. Left-handed free throw by Brown is good. He has 2 points in the ball game now, chance to make it 3. Second free throw is also good, so Brown has 3 points. 33-20, Tech on top by 13. Up on top with it is Sparby on the right side for Kraus. Kraus goes to his knees on the dribble, lost it out of bounds, but it was last touched by Inkster. Good pressure defense by Ben Inkster, and then he tipped it out of bounds, so the ball will stay with ROCORI. Tech still not shooting well. They're 2 of 11 in this half. They shot only a little over 12% in the first half. Sparby has it up on top on the left wing for Hemish. Entry pass for Hondel was stolen away by Aljo. Turnover on ROCORI, and Tech will come back the other way. Up on top with it is Brown. He bounces it on the left side, caught by Inkster. Back to Brown. Right wing pass for Lerdahl. Back to Brown. In the corner it goes to Henches as they work the perimeter, looking for the tray against the zone, or maybe trying to get Aljo down low. On the right wing, Lerdahl. Up on top with it is Brown. Right side again, Lerdahl. Feeds high post for Inkster. Drives to the baseline. Lost it out of bounds, but he was... Oh, a 3-second call on the other side. Turnover on Tech as Nate Aljo was in the lane too long on the backside. And so the Spartans will inbound in the backcourt. 2 minutes remaining, third quarter. ROCORI on top, 33-20. Cross-court pass now. Now back up on top for Kraus. Kraus working against that 2-1-2 zone. Goes on the left side for Sparby. Very extended zone. Now high post Lutkin feeds Sparby back up on top. Kip with a couple of dribbles to the left wing. Leaves it for Kraus. Kraus penetrates. Dumps it left side. Sparby. 3 on the way, and it's good. Kip Sparby has 6 points in the ball game. Couple of 3-pointers here in the second half. Back to a 16-point edge for ROCORI. Henches goes into the right corner for Brown. Back up on top for Henches. Dribbles it through, dumps it to Lerdahl. Cross court it goes for Brown. His 3 won't go, and Hondel with a good backside rebound. Was in low, and then he popped out when he saw the rebound would go long, and he pulled it down for ROCORI. Sparby into the forecourt for Kraus. 19-footer is good. He stepped on the arc as he took it. He was all alone. It could have been a 3, but it's a 2. He has 5 points in the ballgame, and it's their biggest lead now, 38-20. ROCORI on top by 18, and Tech will take a timeout. 58 seconds remaining, third quarter. Inbound, Tech drives it into the forecourt. Scott Hondel steals it away, drives the length of the court, beats 2 guys, and banks it in. So Hondel has 13 points, and ROCORI has doubled Tech at 40-20. On the right side goes for Brown. Cross court. Good. Boy, Tom Lerdahl is having a good ball game off the bench. He has 7 points for Tech. 40-22, ROCORI on top. 25 seconds remaining here in the third quarter, and I'm sure the Spartans will go for 1. And look for wholesale changes for both of these clubs in the fourth quarter. Kraus has it away from the basket with 15 on the clock. Now leaves it up on top for Sparby. Hemish plays catch with Sparby on the left side. Now they're at 10 seconds. Here they go. Sparby will launch a long 3, and he hit it. Kip Sparby with 5 seconds remaining has 9 points. Back the other way is Inkster. His shot won't count if it goes. It was from the half-court line. Okay, that was a 2, huh? Spartans with the ball as we open up play here in the fourth quarter. That was a 2-pointer by Kip Sparby at the end of the quarter. So Sparby with 8 points in the ball game, 42-22, ROCORI on top by 20. He was definitely outside the arc, though. I'm not sure exactly why that was a 2-pointer. There was absolutely no doubt that he was outside the arc. He was about 23 feet out. Hemish on the left side with the ball above his head, feeds Hondel up on top. 19-footer for Scott won't go. Schreiner got the offensive board, put back good. Wayne Schreiner only has 4 points in the ball game, but his impact on this game can't be measured. He has been very, very tough down low on the boards and defensively. Now Adam Zook, or rather Steve Lateral's in the ballgame. He has it up on top to Lerdahl on the right side to Lateral. Back to Lerdahl in the corner. Lateral has it. Now back to Lerdahl, right side. Feeds down low for Henches. It was tipped out of bounds. Again, a great defensive play by Wayne Schreiner. Ball will stay with Tech. Again, our next ROCORI action here on Oldies 94.9 a week from tonight. We'll not broadcast the Annandale game on Tuesday, but we will have the Albany game for you on Friday evening. Lerdahl on the right wing for Lateral. Back up for Lerdahl. It's tipped away by Kraus, and Jim creates the turnover. Feeds it to Hemish. Hemish high post for Sparby, and he'll wait for everybody to catch up and back it out on the dribble. Goes on the left wing for Kraus. Feeds down low for Hondel, and he was fouled on the entry pass by Ben Inkster. Inkster pushing him from behind, gave him a little shove with the body, and they whistle it. That's his third and a half on Tech, and an inbound coming underneath the basket for ROCORI. 6:37 remaining. I would guess in the next minute or two we'll start to see changes by both ball clubs. Sparby gets it into Schreiner off the inbound. 15-footer is good. Wayne Schreiner has 6 points in the ballgame. 46-22. ROCORI on top by 24. Henches has it up on top for the Tigers. Against the 2-1-2 zone. Right side for Lateral. Lobs it down low, and it was intended for Aljo, but it was tipped out of bounds by Wayne Schreiner. But he's called for the personal going over the back of Aljo, and that's 4 on Wayne. That's probably pretty academic at this point in the ballgame. 3.5 on ROCORI. Joe Courier will check in now for Tech, and Kurt Lutkin will come back in for ROCORI. Schreiner will sit down for the Spartans, and it will be Nate Aljo taking the rest for Tech. Inbound for the Tigers underneath the basket. They have Scott Henches positioned in the corner, but Hondel's set to tip on him. They feed Lerdahl underneath, and then he had his shot, I believe, partially blocked. Lutkin got the rebound, and then he was fouled underneath. So Kurt drew the foul, I believe, on Ben Inkster. That's 4 on him. And now 4.5 on Tech, and a backcourt inbound coming for ROCORI. In it comes to Kraus. He's double-teamed. Gets it back to Hemish. Now ahead to Sparby. Skip dribbles to the forecourt. Oh, his no-look pass was tipped out of bounds. It was intended for Lutkin. Courier tipped it away. He was looking at Hondel in the left corner. Tried to go across the paint on the no-look to Lutkin, but a nice play by Joe Courier. He wasn't fooled, and he tipped it out of bounds. Ball stays with the Spartans. They inbound to Kraus up on top. Jimmy working at the point, bounces it on the left wing for Hondel. Feeds down low for Sparby, who's posting up Henches. Up top, Lutkin. Right side, Kraus. 3 on the way. That one's long over everything. And Henches pulled down the backside in the air. He pushes it ahead for the Tigers. Stops up on top. Goes on the right wing for Lateral. Back to Henches. Bounce pass right side, Lateral. 3 on the way. Long off the iron. Hondel had the rebound. Had it tipped away. Reset for the Tigers. Henches for 3, and it's good. Scott Henches has 6 in the ball game, a couple of three-pointers here in the second half, and it's 46-25, ROCORI on top. Sparby into the forecourt on the dribble, spinning up on top with Henches on him. Starts it down the lane, dumps it off on the right side for Hemish. 18-footer, won't go, rebound, battled for, and finally Inkster comes away with it. He and Honda went up and battled, and Inkster got it on the bounce. Lateral leaves it up on top for Henches. Long 3 over Sparby is good. Scott Henches with 2 threes in a row has 9 points in the ballgame. It's back to an 18-point lead. Remember what Bob Brink said in the pregame show? A lead is never safe with the 3-point shot. You never know. 5 minutes remaining, and now Sparby gets a pass in the forecourt, and he's fouled, is coming underneath him. And committing the personal foul, I believe, was Ben Inkster, and if so, that's 5 on him. And that is 5, so Inkster will leave the ballgame with 4:55 remaining. That is a 5.5 now on Tech, and Kelly Weber will check back into the ballgame now to replace Ben Inkster. ROCORI will inbound on the far sideline just outside the hash mark, which are still on some of the floors, but I don't even think it's in the rules anymore. It used to be you had to advance the ball in front of that so often, but now they've changed that with the defense having to put pressure on. Jim Kraus dribbling up on top now is fouled on the play by Tom Lerdahl. That is his 3rd. 6.5 on Tech, so after the Spartans inbound, we'll get free throws the rest of the way for ROCORI. Sparby has it up on top, spinning between the circles on the right side for Kraus. He's double-teamed and pushed by Scott Henches. Henches first, and at the line to shoot 2 will be Jim Kraus. as Adam Zook will check back into the ballgame now for Tech, replacing Tom Lerdahl, who's really played a pretty good game off the bench. He has 7 points for the Tigers. Kraus at the line to shoot 1 and 1. .441 remaining in this one. The championship game still to come. Free throw by Kraus is good. He has 6, chance to make it 7. We'll not broadcast that one, but it will happen here at Apollo if you want to come out and still get a chance to see that one. Should be a good one. A very fast, racehorse type Edina team against a very strong, combative Monticello team. It should be a great championship game. Kraus misses the second free throw and then a foul on the rebound as Kurt Lutkin went over the back. That is Kurt's first of the ball game, the 4th and a half on ROCORI, and an inbound now for Tech. In the backcourt, Henches feeds it ahead to Lateral, who steps it into the forecourt, gets a return pass out of the corner from Courier and gets it back up top to Henches. Now to Lateral, looks like a 2-1-2 zone. In the corner it goes to Henches. He'll launch a 3 and it's good. Scott Henches has 4 threes here in the second half. 12 points in the ball game, and he's pulled Tech back within 16. They've trailed by as many as 25 in this one. Sparby spinning on the dribble, crosses the line. Has Henches on him. Now they drop back in the zone. Dumps it in the corner to Kraus. He'll fire a 3. His is good. And the net hang up. We got a whistle on the other end. Jim Kraus answers with a 3. He has 9 points in the ball game. 50-31. ROCORI by 19. Kurt Lutkin is going to check out of the ballgame now as Wayne Schreiner will come back on the floor. He's playing with 4 personals. Neither team shot well in the first half or early on here in the second half, but they're both starting to light it up now. Maybe starting to hit their stride. Under 4 minutes to play in the ball game. 50-31. ROCORI on top by 19. In the right corner, or right wing rather, it goes to Henches against the zone. Back up on top now, Lateral. Bounce pass in the lane is stolen away by Handel. Starts the break with Kraus. They're 2-on-2. Kraus lost the ball, has to save it, and he threw it over his head right to Kelly Weber. Kraus would have gotten a return pass to Handel, and it might have been showtime. Feed down low. Courier blocked by Handel, but they called a foul. Handel swatted it away as Courier made the move on the block, but they'll call Handel on the personal. That is his 3rd, and the 5th and a half on ROCORI, and Joe Courier will be at the line to shoot 2. He had a single free throw back in the first half. Tech in the ball game now, 7 of 11 from the free throw line. Free throw is good by Courier. Tigers' next action, as we mentioned, will be on Tuesday when they take on St. Michael Albertville. And then they go back to Central Lakes Conference play on Friday against Free throw is good. 2 made by Courier. He has 3 points in the ballgame. 50-33, ROCORI on top with 3:20 remaining. Sparby has it on the left wing, bounces it on the left side for Hemmich. Brings it back up on top, goes across the top of the key to Schreiner. Left wing pass for Kraus, a whistle away from the ball. And I think they're going to call Joe Hemmich for pushing off to get open down low. It is on Hemmich, and that is his first. 6 and a half on ROCORI, so after Tech inbounds, we'll have free throws the rest of the way for both teams. And it comes now to Henches, working against pressure in the backcourt. Intercept Johnson now across the line as the Spartans just kind of back down, not really putting real pressure. Henches launched a 23-footer. That one wouldn't go. Handel feeds it out on the break to Kraus, and he's fouled from behind as he's stripped by Henches. Good hustle by Scott Henches. That looked like a 2-on-0 for ROCORI as Hemmich and Kraus were out in front of the play, but Scott Henches got back into the play very quickly. He's called for a personal foul, but he kept Kraus from the easy layup, and Jim will be at the line either to shoot 1 and 1 or 2 at the penalty. He will shoot 1 and 1. He has 9 points in the ballgame. He had 11 last night, all of those coming in that big third quarter for ROCORI. Free throw is no good, and the rebound is pulled down by Courier in front of Scott Handel. Joe feeds it out to Lateral, who brings it into the forecourt. Between the circles, now on the left wing for Zook. Adam looks inside, can't find anybody, and leaves it up on top for Lateral. Feeds it down low. Weber in the paint. Shot won't go, but he drew the foul on Handel. That was a great move by Kelly Weber as he kind of went in and then stuck the ball and to shield it away, and he drew the foul on Scott. That is 4 on Handel. And at the line to shoot 2 will be Kelly Weber. First free throw rolls in. His first point of the ball game. 2 2:40 remaining. 50-34. Weber can cut the lead to 15. And that one won't go, and Kraus got the long rebound for the Spartans. Started it ahead, now he leaves it in the backcourt for Sparby. Kip across the line of the dribble, spinning up on top, goes on the left side for Hemish. He has it outside the arc, cross court for Kraus. Kraus again goes cross court, this time for Handel, back to Kraus on the right wing. Handel has it up on top, he leaves it for Sparby. Left wing for Hemish, looks inside, can't find anybody. Now he goes cross court for Jim Kraus. In the corner for Sparby on the right side. Faked inside to Handel, dribbles it back up on top, spinning up there against Henches. Now backing it in, he goes to the left wing to Kraus. On the bounce pass, Jimmy with the catch. Right side Schreiner, faces the basket, has Weber on him. Takes a couple of dribbles between the legs, through the key. Now picked it up and goes on the left wing for Kraus. Into the corner for Sparby. Spartans very patient with a 16-point lead, minute 50 remaining. Schreiner on the right wing. Now he goes cross court for Handel. Handel, 19-footer, short on the rim. Rebound by Kraus, and then he was fouled. Adam Zook took it away from him. Jimmy Kraus hit pretty hard. He's okay. He rolls a little bit on the floor and comes out. That is Adam Zook's first personal, and Kraus will be at the line to shoot 1-1. Jim has 9 in the ball game, as we mentioned before, but he's only 1 of 3 from the free throw line. Spartans as a team are 10 of 15 from the stripe to this point in the game. Free throw won't go, kept alive by Schreiner, but it comes to Lateral. Lateral pushes it into the forecourt and pumps the three from the right side. That won't go, and then we get a whistle and a foul on the rebound. And we're going to walk to the other end, I believe, for free throws. Chad Stewart is going to check into the ball game now. And he's going to replace Scott Henches for Tech. Chad is a 6'1" junior. And now Mike Carlson in for ROCORI. He's a 6'2" sophomore. And it will be Jimmy Kraus sitting down, and he gets a nice hand from the ROCORI faithful in front of us here. Jimmy leaving the ball game with 6 points. Handel is at the line to shoot. Free throw is good. Scott will get one more. He has 14 in the ball game, chance to make it 15. The foul was on Courier, his first. Scott Handel averaging 19 a ball game in 6 games. He did not play in 1 game. Has 15 in this one to go along with the 17 he had last night. 52-34, ROCORI on top by 18. Tech with the ball with a minute and a half remaining. Up on top with it now is Lateral. Over to Adam Zook. Zook driving in. Footer off the drive, won't go. The iron, and Handel pulls it on the rebound. Scott leaves it for Kip in the back. Spartans in no hurry now. Up by 18 with a minute 15 remaining. Carlson on the left wing. Takes one dribble, bounces it up high for Schreiner. Schreiner with the catch, goes in the right corner for Sparby. He looks inside, lobs it for Handel down low. In traffic, wraparound pass was tipped away, but Hemish got it. His shot was blocked down low by Lateral. Ball came to Handel, and then he was stripped by Weber. Tried to feed it to Stewart. He finally got it. Zook on the right side for Lateral. He'll launch a long three. That one is short off the iron, and the rebound comes down to Sparby. Just 45 seconds remaining in the ballgame. Spartan figures ahead to Carlson. Got somebody off his feet, and he banked it in. Carlson didn't form to clean out, and then he went back up and banked the first 2 points of the ballgame. 54-34 with a half a minute remaining. Lateral on the inside, it's stolen away by Handel, and then Handel is fouled by Courier. His balance as he was to the ball, and then he fouled Handel, so we'll walk to the other end for the 1-and-1. Changes for ROCORI now as Nate Willenbring is going to check into the ballgame. He'll replace Kip Sparby. Willenbring is a 6-foot junior, and Keith Johnson will also check in. A 5 junior, and he'll replace Wayne Schreiner. Schreiner leaves with 6 points in the ballgame. Sparby leaves with 8. Free throw by Handel is no good, and the ball comes right to Willenbring, though, and the Spartans maintain possession. 20 seconds remaining. Hemish has it on the left wing, feeds it down low to the baseline, lobs into Handel. His shot off balance won't go, and then a whistle on the rebound, I believe, on Courier. More changes now for the Spartans, as 6-foot 9th grader Eric Schmitz is going to check into the ballgame. Eric Schmitz in. And also into the ballgame is Eric Boucher. As Scott Hondo and Joe Hemish will come out now. The starters all out of there for ROCORI. Hondo leaves with 15, Hemish with 7. Mike Carlson is at the line to shoot 1 and 1. He hits the first free throw, he'll get 1 more. So he gets 3 points in the ball game. Eric Boucher is a 6'2" junior. Just 15 seconds remaining. And lateral will inbound in the backcourt to Zook. Back to lateral. The Tigers will probably take the last shot of the ball game. Ahead to Zook. We're down to 8 seconds remaining. Zook will launch a 3, and it's good. Adam Zook with the 3-pointer. Down to 3 seconds remaining. Willenbrink ahead to the shot at the buzzer. Won't go. Don't know if it would have counted had it gone. We've reached the end of the ball game. The third-place trophy in the Granite City Classic goes to ROCORI. They win it by a score of 56-37, and we'll come back to talk about it right after this on Oldies 90.